Come on.
Can you say something?
You're doing really well. You're doing really well. Keep going. It's partially cloudy.
Partially cloudy.
The paragliders are in the valley.
Yeah.
They're enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that this weekend's not about paragliding, it's about trail running.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna bring you everything about trail running today. It starts with the accreditation, because we can't do anything without the accreditation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can just eat chocolate without accreditation. I think. I hope. And so yeah, let's go and get that accreditation. I was gonna say an adjective, but yeah.
No, that's good.
That's good. That's better.
Parfait.
Can you stop?
Beautiful today.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. I do my best. I do the best I can to do nothing the day before a race. No, I have a big day of taking a hot bath and reading a book planned and eating some good food and going to check in my bag.
These are our beautiful cooks. As you can see, I'm still eating the food that they've made for us, even though we need to leave, because they're exceptionally good at cooking. But what we have is a team of cooks who come here and they prepare all the main meals for us, so the lunch and the dinners for all the athletes. And then we have this amazing setup out here. Thanks Claire Zoe for setting that up, probably. And we all come and sit here in the big family table and we enjoy the beautiful food that these guys make.
So, and here is where we take lunch or dinner. This is the two houses, and this is the best spot of house. Oops. Time to go to the press conference.
Who's here?
Ivo!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, fine.
Nice man.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, you?
Where do you come from?
France? Just here?
If you don't know, this is who he is. He's got his own photo and his own name on his own car. Because that's Thibaut. Thibaut's our man.
It's, if I'm so drunk, I know it's my car.
And then he sleeps in the car. He doesn't drive the car. He just sleeps in the car, doesn't drive. Responsible man. This is it. This is true respect. This Thibaut ran the OCC last year.
That's right.
And he's back again this year. So are you going to cut this off? And then
Maybe
get
I
a
will
new
cut
one?
this one.
And then get a new
Yeah.
one. That's professionalism there.
Where are you going?
To meet Holly, and then we're going on the sports ground.
This is Ida. Ida just runs through town all day long. So you don't really get to see much of her at the athlete house because she's always just out here running around the streets randomly, disturbing people's pleasant day. But that's why she's such a good runner, because she just runs all the time. There she goes. There she goes again. Ida, this is how you celebrate athletes.
Oh, I think
That's how we support Salomon athletes in Chamonix. We are walking down the famous highway on the way into Chamonix Centre. So we're going to the ITRA Quartz conference right now.
Sounds professional.
It's very professional.
Yeah.
It's a conference that we hope will give some more detail and insight into what the whole quartz program is about, Jordi, and also what the ITRA point system is all about too. So
It's always difficult to understand all these kind of things, you know, about points and races.
Yeah, it is, and that's why hopefully we get a little bit more insight to what it's all about and how it works out.
Nice.
So people like yourself and me can look at these numbers and make something of them.
And we can make questions?
Well, absolutely. Yeah. Today in Chamonix, as part of the UTMB festival, ITRA, the International Trail Running Association, held a conference, and the main reason for the conference was to discuss a few things. One of the big things was the partnership that's going to be formed between the IAAF the World Mountain Running Association, and ITRA, and they're going to like combine together to then form like a bit of an association that will then host the upcoming kind of trail and mountain running championships. So that's super interesting. And what's going to happen with that is they're going to look at moving it to every 2 years, and then they're going to have a whole range of different events like shorter trail races, longer trail races, vertical kilometers, and like the classic mountain running championship. So that was all discussed, and that information is probably going to be released to the public a little bit later. There was also a lot of talk about the quartz program and how that works at the moment, and there was a few figures that got shown there. There was like 45 elites that are like part of the program voluntarily, and there's a number of other people that are part of the program that are not really classed as elites, but you know, trail runners. And the quartz program is not really anti-doping. The quartz program is all about protecting athletes' health. So that's the main important thing about the quartz program that we need to all understand. And so there was a lot of other discussion there, obviously a lot of discussion with how brands merge with the international federations and things like that, because it's a big topic. You know, when you run for your country, you wear a different brand vest, and you know, if a brand such as Salomon is helping to support athletes throughout the year, they want them to run in their kit for certain races. So there was a lot going on there. But there's a little summary for you, and a lot of information is going to be released from all those kind of discussions as well. So it's probably best to head to the ITRA website, and you'll find out a lot more about that kind of stuff then. But that's about it. Mr. Tom Owens, the man from the UK. There's a lot of other Toms that have come into the trail running world lately, and everyone's trying to get you guys mixed up, but you're the original Tom Owens, right?
Yeah, I'm the slow one, I think. The other one's Tom Evans, and he's the future.
Right, okay. Well, I'm pretty happy with the old and trusted and the tested one. But Tom, you're hitting up TDS tomorrow, mate. What are your thoughts about the race?
Yeah, I'm absolutely terrified. It's the longest race I would have done, but I'm also really excited. I've looked at the course a while ago, and it's brilliant. It's quieter trails and big climbs and lovely running. So I'm excited.
And last year you did the CCC. You came in 4th place, right?
Fifth. That was the other Tom.
Oh, that was the other Tom. See, I told you, that's what happens. So you came in 5th place. That was 5th place is amazing anyway. It's a great run in CCC. Do you use what you learnt at CCC in this race?
Yeah, that's the plan. CCC was my longest race last year, and it was really hard. It was after 50k I thought I was finished, but actually got going again and pulled back some places, and it was a big learning curve, particularly about hanging in there and how it can change. But nutritionally I really struggled, so I think I've learnt some things, and but mainly about just keeping going.
Where have you been for your training leading up to this? What have you been doing?
Yeah, this year's been brilliant. I've tried some new things, and I've actually, for August, I've been with some friends in Romania and running in their mountains there, which are just fantastic running. We did some long days and some days at altitude, and really friendly runners, great food. So it's been great. I've enjoyed the process of getting here, really.
I heard that there's a lot of bears out there, right?
Yeah, it's the mountains in Romania are really wild. Lots of bears, lots of sheepdogs protecting the sheep from the bears, and yeah, really untouched, wild, great running.
It sounds like a perfect training ground for TDS. It's kind of known as the wilder race of the festival. What do you? So when you do struggle in a race, what is it you do to make sure you kind of keep on the button and push through and keep going?
Yeah, I don't know. I just try a few mental tricks. You know, I tell myself it will get better, and everyone else is probably hurting as much, and it's temporary, and just try and break it down into very small segments. But I don't know. Just try and keep moving.
You're you come from the UK, where the fell running history is like super rich, and I mean, that's where it's originated from and all that. What are your thoughts on Kilian's Bob Graham round record?
Oh, it's fantastic. I was delighted, that he had a go at it and that he was helped along the way, and the conditions were great. I mean, he's a phenomenal athlete, but he got all the lines right, and great day for it, and you know, it went down really well. He did it in a great, humble way, as he always does, and yeah, it's an extraordinary run. That really awesome.
And do you have any advice for people out there tomorrow, or any race in the calendar, you know, throughout the year? Like, have any advice for people who are going to take on something like the ultra distance, you know, 119k?
Oh wow. Well, it's still new for me, so I don't know if I'm in a position to give advice, but I just want to wish everyone good luck, really, and just keep moving.
Yeah, brilliant, dude. You're one of the best on the team in terms of, you know, and I wasn't going to say like, you know, but you're a pleasure to be around, and I really hope you have a great race, man. And like, I've got no doubt that you'll be able to conquer that distance and do really, really well at it too, mate.
We try.
All the best, Dad.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, mate.
Which is beautiful, like when you're in like Carbondale, like Mount Sopris is like the thing, you know, it's your visual, it's gorgeous, but I'm just used to so much more like
San Juan.
Where they stay. Yeah, and then all the terrain.
Down in Lebot.
Julian, how do you manage to be here with that sun in Mont Blanc?
Yeah, no, yeah. Let's forget all that.
So then you're stuck with like,
Racing kind of sucks. You need to rest.
Like 1500.
And no way. No.
But it's in a small section.
Flattens out.
Yeah.
It's too many.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay, it's forbidden, no?
Yeah, she
I think it's a good idea for Killian to get up now.
Yeah. She was in a smaller town called
For the other,
Yeah,
no?
for me,
which is closer to, like, she's in the mountains, higher in elevation.
Closer to Aspen or?
Che mamma, ne siamo già un po' già.
What are you doing this afternoon?
I will sign books and meet people.
With the Moon Valley?
Yeah. And some food in my teeth.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's charming, no?
Maybe it's a good idea with.
Hey, so now we are here at the all important, this is like the gatekeeper, because what happens here is you get your race bib. So this is like, no one's starting on a race line until you visit this majestically beautiful building here. Okay, there's fresh water over there. We can try some fresh water, just, you know, to keep hydrated. But what will happen here is eventually, it's quiet at the moment, but eventually hundreds of runners will line up here to then get their gear check. And once you do your gear check, then you get your number, and then it's like race day, and then the nerves really kick in. So we're going to walk in there, check it out, have a look what race check-in's all about at UTMB. And at the moment we're going to go check in for TDS. So we've got a couple of the runners in there, Tòfol, Castanyer and Meghan Kimmel, and we're going to go get their numbers for the TDS.
We are not allowed to get in the bib area, so we're gonna wait the runners here. So lots of suspense. What they will get in that bag.
She said, if you, because you're tall, you can just stand taller than everyone and film from there. So we can do that. It might work.
Estan allà, si vols gravar, el Tòfol I la Meghan. Mira.
No.
Control, a dalt, a l'antidòping, a dalt. Aquest és el Tòfol.
Hola, Tòfol.
Tòfol!
So as you can see, everyone here is a little bit on edge, a little bit nervous, but it's what it's all about. A few days before the race, we can't actually get in there to film the runners get their check-in. It's all pretty locked down. So we're just observing from this point of view, and it's great, but it's a little bit tough. So we're going to move on, and you can have a look over there. This is all the runners gathering, getting their bibs checked, getting their mandatory kit checked, which is the most important thing, and then they get their number, and it's rock and roll time. It's when the party starts. So we're going to head out now because we're not allowed to be in here much longer, and that's about it. Now we're going to make our way to the media accreditation. Have your passport. We need your passport. I don't have my passport. Do we need our passport to get a media accreditation? Surely not.
Let's have something, yeah.
This will be we probably will.
Pots entrevistar aquest home? So now we are going to see the best special thing in Chamonix right now for a thousands of runners. But it's this arc from here.
And as you see, everyone is walking with the phone and taking selfie. Look, over there, not at me.
I feel more comfortable with the phone. Perfect.
So
Oh,
that's
you
the
are
real
so
job.
good.
That's the
Yeah.
real job of Pep, no?
Pep, real job. Yeah, for sure.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Saturated.
Such a big.
Vale, va.
So we told to the people that this is a special place for the runners,
Yeah,
but there are a special place for us. It's this one.
yeah.
Can you tell us how will be this on Saturday
What's going
morning?
on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday morning it will be an interesting fight to get the spot there. You know that black burning
Yeah.
surface is gonna be the best thing you will see for the whole morning, because like find like 30 centimeter
Like
free in here, it's kind of a dream. And you know, it's not like a piece of paper that will take you there. It's much more. We need to be brave. We need to be ready.
but we need the piece of paper. So maybe
Yeah.
we need
So
to go.
you still need the piece of paper, and then you need to be brave and ready.
And 30 centimeters is enough for your butt.
Enough. Yeah, it's enough. 30 centimeter of black surface might be enough.
Yeah, we
asked
had
for
only
the-
one.
I asked, that's why I asked the magazine and we have the accreditation. So, yeah, Emelie was afraid to don't have people for the signing of her book, and she was thinking maybe I will stay all the afternoon like this, but seems like there are some people here.
It seems Emelie needs to be afraid to don't have a space.
Emelie will have to sing with two hands. You will need 5 hours at least.
Yes, yes. Which one? Around the end, like air. Hey. Thank you.
Gracias. Eskerrik asko.
Wow, you rock.
So you just got Emelie's book signature. What does it mean for you?
You know, I'm a big fan with Emelie since the beginning. I love trail, and now I'm an elite runner. I will run the TDS tomorrow, and that means a lot because I really love that girl, and I'm very, very happy to see her today, and yeah, very happy.
Last minute motivation.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, Killian, we've had a pretty busy day at UTMB. Yeah, you've been all over the place driving. You haven't walked anywhere.
No.
No,
Yeah.
it's good. You need to rest, eh?
Yeah.
Are you excited for the weekend?
Yeah.
Cool. So we need to go downtown because we need to go and first watch the YCC, the prologue, for the youth race. It starts at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, and then we have to double time and we have to go to Francois' presentation at the Salomon store.
It will be wine.
Of course, eh?
Ah, yeah. Then maybe go.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go now. We need to do. They're both at 6 o'clock, so we're going to be late to which one? Which one do we want to be late to?
Probably the French guys start later, so we go first to the youngs.
Oui, parfait, parfait. Okay, let's go. Come
Let's
on,
go.
Come on.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
sur l'ultra trail et sur les entraînements, de vraiment essayer plus de plaisir à aller en montagne, à découvrir d'autres sports comme le ski alpinisme, à faire mes premières ascensions un petit peu en montagne. Je prends plus de plaisir à m'entraîner en montagne, à faire du vélo, à faire du ski alpinisme, tout ça, et ça c'est compatible avec le trail que j'ai en train de mettre, sur l'ultra trail. Au début en mettant un seul ultra trail par an, pendant 3-4 ans, puis après avant. Donc ces 2 fois-là, on va essayer de vraiment les rentabiliser.
Okay.
This is the inside the Salomon house. This is inside the Salomon house. We need to be quiet because the athletes can be very quick at moving in these tense environments before a race. You can see Killian is over there, the wild Killian. He's over there on his phone. This is what he does when he's not crushing mountains. That's what he does. And Thibaut here, he's probably on a, I'm going to say either a gaming app or he's on a dating app right now. I don't know if you know, but he's got his own car with his own picture of himself on his own car. You can see over here there's some of the other elite females. This is Ida and Mimi and Lucy. They're talking about food. There's about a 99% chance they're talking about food. This is the famous Enzo. Enzo. Don't know. This is Swedish cheese, and they come and trade cheese in the athlete house. Tony, is this Swedish cheese?
It's Norwegian cheese.
Norwegian cheese. They don't trade anything else but cheese in the house. And, so this is basically what happened. We've got obviously the physio Arnaud here. He's attending to Francois, and he's a focused man. If you see him, he normally wears red because it's just business. He needs to focus, and that's why he wears red. But, this is it. This is what it's like in the athlete house. So I hope you enjoyed this tour. So you've done UTMB how many times?
4.
How many times?
Just finish 1.
Just finish 1. Bad strike rate. And so this is TDS the first time, huh?
Yes, my first time.
And so why change?
Why change? Really, I prefer to run UTMB, but this season my objective is Diagonal de Fus. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And with 40 seats, it's impossible to run 100 miles in 7 weeks difference. Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
And I prefer maybe stay better in Diagonal in October. And I decided to a new experience, to run a new experience like TDS, because it's the only race that I never run.
Excellent. And so, what do you eat during the race for you? Because you're experienced with this long distance. So what is it that you eat when you're racing?
I ever eat. There is no a lot of difference between 100 miles and 100k. And it's the same assistance than Swiss Alpine or Third Speech. Okay. I used to eat natural things. Mark, my assistant, is chef.
All right.
And yes, we used to eat type of Nutella or type of gâteau sport or type of sandwich, but with all natural, made by Mark. Okay. No commercial.
Yep. Hey, we're trying to steal some of Tòfol's race food. This is Tòfol's assistant, Mark. Mark, what are you making?
I'm just making a little bit of smoothie for tomorrow's race, because we have seen the forecast for tomorrow, and it will be very, very hot at the first time that I can help him. And just preparing just a little bit colder to get lower the temperatures body from Tòfol.
And what's in this one?
It's watermelon, coconut water, and a little bit of oat king bars inside. Just blend it and just like I put it in the freezer and take it out for him.
What else do you make for Tòfol?
I'm making carob cake and carob Nutella.
Can we?
We're in.
Do you have some samples? Can we try some?
Sorry?
Can we try some?
Yeah, I can.
Que no t'enganyin massa, eh?
This is what it's all about.
What?
I need to up my assistance game.
Yeah, we need that.
Sorry, Ida.
Yeah.
Don't tell Tòfol.
Yeah, the expectations are high.
I'm going to start baking for you.
Oh, wow. Don't tell Tòfol he's stealing his recipe.
Bring it here.
Yeah.
Whoa, it will come now.
Damn, look at that. This is carob cake.
Just the Nutella.
On the Nutella, okay.
But it's made with...
Oh my gosh.
Almonds.
Damn.
And the carob.
But this is
That was really-
intense
looks like-
race, we thought.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but
Wow.
Well, this inside a muffin or inside a piece of bread is awesome.
What's it? How do you make it?
Just I mix the almond, the carob, sugar, and a little bit of soya milk or almond milk.
Dude, you could sell that. That's awesome.
yeah, that's really good.
I'm trying to get it to sell it.
Oh man.
Good.
I'll buy
Nice
it.
work, Mark.
I'll buy it.
Nice work.
That's awesome.
That's brilliant,
Yeah.
man.
I want a sandwich of that.
It's good, it's a mixer.
Now, we should move on to the second course.
Yes.
Inside you got one pistachio.
I'm not sure the purpose of this, but I'm 100% sure that this is covered by the quartz program.
No,
It's all good.
a few things I
It's for the food, nothing else.
For the stomach.
Yeah.
And all this food I combine with tailwind is
Tailwind, yeah.
Yes, is American
The sports drink,
Yeah,
yeah.
sport drink.
Cool, yeah.
Vegan and natural, and it's good.
Cool.
It's my first year with tailwind, and
Okay.
it's a good experience.
And so, what advice do you have if you help another runner who has not done a TDS, 119 kilometers? What advice do you have for them?
Well, for me, it's very different 100 miles than 100k.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in both races, if it's the first experience for one runner, I think that's the most important thing is enjoy the race. Okay, finish the race if it's possible.
Yeah.
And to do this, I think that's it's more intelligent. Go slowly.
Yeah.
Eat and drink in each post, in each assistant point. I'm thinking just in enjoy a race like UTMB, you know, because if you start very hard and drop out at the middle of the races, it's a bad experience, and
Yeah.
it's no good for the future, maybe.
Not so fun. Nice.
Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We're going to go give a bit of an interview to one of our other well-known athletes over here. He's getting I don't know what's happening here, but Arnaud's going to explain. Arnaud, this is the team physio. He's the man. He's also known as Mr. Active Patch, and he's got one of our athletes here. He's a pretty well-known athlete, Mr. François. What's going on here, Arnaud?
Yeah. He is very good. Just we check all the muscle, and it's just a check, not injury, no problem.
How are you feeling, François?
Yeah, feeling good. It's always nice to come back here, especially this year, no pressure. So it's perfect for me to see all the athletes running there, and maybe add motivation for next year or 2 years, or I don't know.
So you did a big training run the other day. You were like 18 hours.
Yeah.
What was that?
That's a training day.
That was crazy. What was that for? Where were you?
No, I have an ultra trail in 2 months, Diagonale des Fous, so it's important for me to check a little bit like 2 months ago how everything is going in the body, and I'd like to put some training like 2 months ago to check this.
Yeah.
So now it's harvest time in the vineyard, so I have just last week to made it. So yeah, I really would like to make this nice loop in a small area in the Alps, and yes, I tried to do it, and it was possible. So it was really nice.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Big day out.
A very big day. Yeah.
So how many athletes will you see this week?
Around 15, I think.
15.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
They come one after one.
The hardest
we
work,
check.
On your line? I was like, but I better run, huh?
Whiskey.
Sorry, I'm chewing walnuts.
No problem.
Yeah, he's the trail star of the family. He loves Martina. It's because you're both Italian.
Enzo.
He loves ragazza. E ragazza.
Vieni qua Enzo, ciao. Ciao. Mucho. Madonna che slinguazzate. Mucho.
So we're sitting here in town. What day is it? Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's how long have you held the record at Pikes Peak for?
Well, the timing is different, 8 hours earlier in the States there, or 8 hours later here, but approximately a week and 2 days.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How's that feeling?
Like it still feels pretty good. Yeah, definitely the big buzz is over, but still smiling pretty big, and so it was a good boost coming into this week for sure.
If you guys didn't know, this is Meghan Kimmel, and she just went and broke a 37-year-old record that was long-standing at the Pikes Peak Marathon over in Colorado. Meghan, you're going to run the TDS, hey?
Yeah.
When and that's kicking off tomorrow.
That's kicking off tomorrow morning.
How's it all sitting with you? How are the nerves for that race?
Oh gosh, well, I mean, Pikes Peak was a pretty good distraction from kind of, I think, what could be the intensity for me doing the TDS, being 120K, which is the longest distance I've tried to run thus far in my running life. So in that way, it was really good, and I mean, I feel good going into TDS, but I think there's a lot of unknowns that I'm going to be experiencing, especially in the second half of the race.
So, like in the second half of the race, if it's like longer than you've ever run before in an event, what are you gonna use as like techniques, or like what do you do when things get tough?
I know that's what I feel like I've been mentally preparing for more than anything for this race is like, yeah, you're not going, I'm assuming I'm not going to feel good the whole time, right? I mean, that's a long distance. But I guess I also feel like what I have learned from a lot of other people is that feelings like ebb and flow in long races. So I think if you're not feeling good, you just have to kind of have faith that it's going to turn back around and put your head and your breathing there, and your thoughts, and at some point it'll roll around into some cruisier miles.
It's kind of like run like a Buddha.
Yeah.
Run like a Buddha.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah.
You can remember that. I'll give you that for free.
Okay. Thanks.
So what about so like what are you gonna do for eating and stuff like that? That's a big thing, right? Like you were out here not long ago for the Golden Trail Series race, the Mont Blanc Marathon.
Yep.
And like, so what will you do differently with your kind of nutrition and drinking, like from going from TDS to the marathon? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest difference between the majority of races that I do, being sub-ultra and ultra races, is the whole nutrition thing is so much different, and that's one thing I don't feel like I'm that confident on, but at the same time, I've done plenty of like training runs within the mindset of an ultra, and so for me, definitely more solid foods. Like I'll start off with a couple gels. I'm sure I'll definitely have gels with me, but kind of concentrate on getting solid food in whenever I can. Yeah,
No.
More on the salty side instead of the sweet, because I feel like the longer I run, the less the sweet taste in my mouth sits well. So try to minimize gels, mostly kind of for that reason.
So what are you looking forward to most out there?
I'm definitely looking forward to just 100 K of trails I haven't done. I've done the last 20, so that is probably good to end with that. But yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to like a whole new day, and not knowing what's around the corner, and embracing the new distance and trying to keep my head mentally there, and try to make it as easy as I possibly can for myself.
Do you have, if you run past someone and they're struggling hardcore, and I'm sure you did that a lot actually at Pikes Peak, because it's an out and back course. Mm-hmm. But what do you say, or what would you say to people that are struggling out there in a race? How do you encourage them to keep going and keep with it?
I mean, I think it just depends on the scene and the person, it's not one thing that you say the same thing to everyone, in general. It's nice to check in with people as you're going by, hey, how you doing, and if they're struggling, I don't know, just keep with it, and just, I don't know, that's that's the territory I don't really know, but I think, for me, keeping it simple and just encouraging people to move on, just as I hope that people are doing for me too if I'm struggling.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I'll give you some quick questions for some quick answers. What are you gonna have for breakfast?
I'll have a egg on toast.
Sweet. There's so many types. Poached, fried, what are you gonna go for?
I'm not too picky when it comes to eggs, as long as it's I like a runny yolk though. Jeez. So whatever, somewhat fried because it's easy, or maybe if I was up and prepared, I'd soft boil it in some water.
Jeez, that's next level.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I really like the runny yolk for sure though.
It's gonna be a 6 a.m. start, so you'll be making eggs at 2 a.m. in the morning.
I don't think it'll be that early, I'd say maybe 3.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
That one.
Enzo.
Oh, don't take any of that delicious water.
So, Megan, what shoes are you going to wear in the race?
S-Lab Ultras.
Yeah?
Yep.
The black and red ones, or the...
Mine happen to be red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you going to have for dinner the night before?
Whatever the chef is dishing out, but I'm sure there'll be some rice, which will be kind of what I focus on, and some protein.
Cool.
Hopefully, ideally, maybe some chicken.
Chicken, okay,
yeah,
nice. Nice, not a vegan or vegetarian, obviously.
No, I do meat still, yeah.
Cool. Nice, that's all right, that's so good. Do you have anything special that you brought over from Colorado that help you get through the race?
Yeah, I don't leave home from the States without peanut butter and jelly or honey, yeah, so.
All right, so
yeah.
that's the secret, right?
Well, to me at least, I know that I digest that really well. And yeah, when I'm traveling, it's nice, regardless of if I'm doing a long race or not, it's nice to have something I know is going to be there that sits well in me. So yeah, I'll tackle 1 or 2 of those for the day tomorrow.
What's your goal for the race?
Definitely to finish, and yeah, to me it's a mental thing for sure. So just try to have the best time I possibly can, not time wise, but the best time mentally I possibly can.
Do you think it's more important to smile or just grimace through the pain?
I don't think it's important to smile through pain. I don't think it's important to grimace through pain either. But I'm not one that tries to just fake a smile.
Cool.
Yeah.
Reality check.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hey, so tomorrow, TDS, I hope you have a sweet race. It's going to be so good to watch you go out there and do something you haven't done before.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And congrats again on Pikes Peak. That's an awesome effort.
Thank you very much.
Sweet.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Interview's done.
Interview's done. How old are you? Don't lie to the camera. How old are you, Megan?
No comment. Interview's over.
Interview's over. I'm getting worried.
I'm a happy 38.
38?
Mm-hmm.
Is that all?
Is that all? Did you hear that?
It's the same as Mimi and Nita and stuff.
Yeah.
You guys are all 38.
Yeah, we're in their golden years.
38, the blonde-haired 38 crushers. That's what we'll call you guys.
Yeah.
It sounds like a hockey team, but you're about a bunch of runners.
Yeah, roller hockey team.
Yeah, roller hockey team. Blonde-haired 38 crushers. Don't mess with the blonde-haired 38 crushers.
That's right. You wish you could be one, but you're a measly 31. That's too bad.
No, I'm 31 tomorrow. I'm not 31 today.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about you the whole time, just wishing you happy birthday.
That's disgusting.
And my low points, and it's gonna be fucking, you better be having a good birthday.
Super weird. You're gonna be thinking about me in your race.
Sort yourself out.
I hope my brain is like okay to like think like that, like I don't know, broadly. You know what I mean? Like, do you ever like think about like, oh, like if I can just keep my head like, you know, thinking of the Buddha and like whatever, but then it becomes difficult to kind of put your thoughts in one place or whatever, or to like, oh, I'm gonna like sing a song. I'm horrible at that. So, but I never even think of like changing the mind. Like if you're in it, like if I'm in it, I'm in it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like you can do so many different things. So like pretend you're a Buddha or a monk from Tibet and just kind of keep harking
That's
it
really
out.
just like one thing, though. You know.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's the ideal thing to be. You know, if I could keep my mind there, then that's a good race, right?
Yeah.
If you can just be the Buddha.
Totally.
Or the monk in Tibet.
Yeah. I think you could do it.
Or you know, the blonde-haired 38-year-old. I mean,
38 crusher. 38 crusher. Colorado.
Yeah, it's pretty much being the Buddha.
Coloradical. Hey, do you like the word Coloradical?
No.
Damn. We invented it last weekend, I thought, but then it's actually in the dictionary.
Nice try.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a hard work, you know. So, yeah, just be prepared for a hard week here at UTMB. Sore legs, lots of stress. I'm just waiting my colleague to have something to drink. Jordi, come on. Such a hard week. UTMB.